Okay. Hello, America.
What up? Saturday Night Live.
Yep. It's us
We here
guys again.
again.
Yep.
Yeah. Late. Still
Yeah, we're a
great.
little late. Yeah, we're Negroes. Well, let me get the energy right with the mantra here. Well, through the power, force, might, and will of the great nothingness of the almighty powers of the great nothingness of almighty flow, the great nothingness of infinite beingness, of infinite, endless, limitless, invisible life, from which comes the absolute all that was, all that is, and all that is being and becoming realized into physical realization, actualization, and form as we are only commanded to be. Now, being and becoming an active force of higher consciousness, an active force of infinite intelligence within us all now, being and becoming the great primordial dragon god sun kundalini flame. Now, whirling and ascending up our spine from our root chakra to our central heart chakra, on up to our royal crown chakra, igniting our royal crown chakra, illuminating our first eye, our Lord Amenel Dragra, our hidden priestly grandmaster magi, dragon god, son, king, and queen, igniting all of the 72 chakras in our first eye, our 72 primordial dragon gods, kings and queens, and all of our legions of 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 armies 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 of armies. Now, being and becoming our own Grandmaster Mother Dragon God Son Light Beam Mind Ship Merkaba, now opening up a super massive black hole, folding this time space continuum, returning back to our original primordial beginning, returning back to our original primordial station and original primordial DNA blueprint before creation and humanity, and before the fall of our primordial soul, renewing our dark matter, dark energy soul, reabsorbing our original primordial essences, reigniting the divine spark back to its original primordial charge, recharging our infinite soul back with the great mother dragon goddess queen, being and becoming something brand new that's never been, being and becoming one with the absolute all that was, all that is, and all that is being and becoming realized into physical realization, actualization, and form as we are now willing commanded to be. Now, bringing all our war, judgment, death, and destruction upon the multi-universe created by the lower multi-dimensional archonic, demiurge, angelic, and demonic energies that slayed our primordial souls before creation, using our primordial energy to create this light and the energy extracting creation matrix, imprisoning our souls, keeping us ignorant to our true selves so it can feed off of our light through this wicked worldly system until now, because now's the time of their fall as our new higher primordial dark matter, dark energy self return back to creation from our primordial beginning, traveling through a supermassive black hole in our grandmaster mother, dragon god, sun, light beam, mind ship, Merkaba. Now, ripping through and tearing holes into this space-time continuum, circling all of the corners of the earth, awakening all of the holy divine infinite sparks at once, now shedding their physical cocoons, being and becoming beings of dark matter, dark energy, emitting a new primordial light, ascending back up into the Grand Master Mother Dragon God Sun Light Beam Mind Ship Merkaba, along with the infinite soul of Mother Earth, leaving an empty shell behind as we open up a supermassive black hole folding out of this creation matrix as it is completely destroyed, as we are all now reunited back with the infinite as the infinite all as one, now free to begin experiencing true divine love, being and becoming a new primordial universe where the earth is renewed into something beyond description, as our souls are now free to become our own worlds as kings and queens, exploring a new and never explored universe and multiverse in peace, love, and harmony until this day of Brahma becomes the next night of Brahma. Through the powerful might will of the great nothingness of the almighty powers of the great nothingness of almighty flow, the great nothingness of infinite beingness of infinite, endless, limitless, invisible life from which comes the absolute all. All that was, all that is, and all that is being become realized into physical realization, actualization, and form, as we all now willing commanded to be. Abracadabra, ashe.
So change.
Yep, presto changeo.
Destiny, Ashe. Asar, Ashe. Setmek, Ashe.
Ashe.
Tyler,
Anubis.
Ashe. Order out of chaos beings, Ashe. Eugenia, Ashe.
Bob, Ashe. Claude Davis, Ashe. Tanya Grady, Ashe. Darren Bowie, Ashe. Zorabanda, Ashe.
Ashe.
El Cristo Negro, Ashe. La Santa Muerte, Ashe. La Santísima Padre, Amen, Ashe. Madre de Akua, Ashe. Mama Shoa, Ashe. Lilith, Ashe.
Ashe. Kutukware, Ashe.
Kuan Yin, Ashe.
Right. Guan Yin.
Henry, Ashe. And to all gods and goddesses and chaos beings, known and unknown, Ashe.
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 Right. Yeah, man. It's the things that have been happening, man. Is the direct evidence of the spirit. The spirits are moving real heavy right now, bro.
Tell me about it.
It's going crazy on the spirit realm right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is real. There's a recurring theme about water that's being revealed to us and shit. With all of these displacing of waters, displacement of water, and it's also floods everywhere. And then I just watched I watched the Black Panther movie last night.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it was flood. They got flooded, bro. They got flooded.
They got flooded.
I don't want to spoil it for you. You want to go watch it, but it got to do with water. It got something to do with water, man. So it's a recurring theme. This is a recurring theme, bro.
Yeah, floods and fires.
Right.
I mean, they flooded. They've been flooding us and hitting us with major fires for a very, very long time. Very long time.
I think these things are very, very, very ritualistic and symbolic. Like a lot of times, the fires that they every year. Remember, they say they had fire season.
Yeah.
You know that's something that is anciently practiced, where they used to burn. They used to burn certain shit around a certain part of the season. Is around the same time they had the fire season. So this is the thing. Listening audience, those who listen, those 35 to 40 people who listen to what we saying.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. They practice our rituals. They practice our rituals, and they make us think that these things are pagan or are something that we should stray from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they practice all the time.
Yeah. People should be up on that.
Perverted, even though what they're doing is perverted.
Yeah, it is. We were doing it in a way with the flow of nature. We were doing it in a way, with the flow of our evolution. But they're doing it. Yeah, it's very perverted, but they can't help it. That's all they know. It is what it is.
Well, yeah, their nature is perversion. Their nature is perversion. They are
Yeah,
here to
because
do nothing but to throw off the natural balance and harmony of the universe. It's that's what their main objective is,
well, yeah,
and it's necessary. Go ahead.
they're a product of the demiurge. Okay, because the demiurge is something that was flawed from the beginning. And so, but since it was flawed from the beginning because it was never born, it aborted itself before it had time to be born and be completed. It was flawed. Even though
Mm.
it stole its mother light and used that light to make the universe and man, everything it made is flawed. So this multi-universe that was created by the demiurge is flawed. And it began in a flaw and we end in a flaw. So everything here is pretty much flawed. The only thing that's not flawed is the divine light. And the divine light is what brings perfections to the flaw.
Okay.
I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
It
Right.
can't
Right.
it can't help but be it can't be anything else.
Right. I mean, it's that's like I said, it's meant to happen this way. And this is a lot of times I think we lose sight of that these things are meant to happen, and they're
Hmm.
happening. It's like we're looking at it as something that's avoidable when it's inevitable.
Yeah. However, I did say that the one thing that can bring perfection to the flaw is the divine spark. The divine spark is a unit that can bring something new, that is always capable of bringing something new to this equation. That is a flaw
Hmm.
that can
Right.
bring some, yeah. And that's each one of us is a unit of that. The divine spark exists in each one of us.
Man, it's an ill. I mean, go watch the Black Panther movie, bro. They went in like crazy. They
Okay.
went in like crazy. Go watch that mug, man, because they
Yeah.
gave you so much to process. And the thing about it is, this is why I keep encouraging people to do your research, do your own, develop your own critical thinking, epistemological mind, because at the end of the day, you are not free until you know. You're not
Yeah.
free until you know yourself, not nobody else, not what you heard, not following somebody else. No, you know. Like when I was watching that movie, I'm so privy to so much that, especially with the symbolism that they're presenting in the movie,
Yes.
I'm so privy of everything they're presenting. It's like it took the movie to a whole nother level for me. Like I know a lot of
Mhm.
people watching the movie, they just looking at it for entertainment purpose, right? And
Yeah.
I'm looking at all of the symbolism in that movie, bro. It's crazy how much symbolism in that movie,
Yeah.
bro.
And I guess I also want to check out that Black Adam movie too.
Yeah, I want to check it out too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably go this week or something to go check it
Hmm.
out. 'Cause, yeah, anytime they put out these movies, bro, they talking about us. Period.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
We the only ones have even the slightest potential of being superheroes.
The
Period.
divine spark. That's the
The
divine
superheroes.
spark. That's the divine spark.
Right.
Yeah. The divine spark is the element that can bring perfection to the flaw.
And what y'all really, 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 really gotta comprehend is that in the movie, Black Panther, vibranium
Hmm.
is a form of melanin.
Mm. Okay.
You understand that?
Okay.
So they're talking about you in every instance, and it's just going over your head because you don't relate yourself to that great legacy and that great legacy of gods and the pantheon of gods, right? That's all they doing is rehashing these gods, man. They bringing them up, and they picking ones that they want. Oh, we can do this one. We can do this. They picking gods, and they just making movies out of them, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they taking the whole mythologies of, well, they bunching in a lot of different mythologies just to show you that they all are one. All of the mythologies are one mythology. It's just they've been presented from different perspectives and shit.
Different perspectives, but they're all saying the same thing, but in a different perspective, in a different way.
Right. Just like how the flat earth mythology or cosmology, it goes directly with the whole Gnostic demiurge construct and how that breaks down, because they got it's crazy because the dome is the matrix from which the demiurge makes sure we stay within the dome, right? I mean, within the cosmology or the flat earth theory or whatever, the flat earth belief. And that's what people don't realize. That's a cosmology to that. There's a mythology to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, the most mysterious part of it is the sky that we look up and see at night. That's a projection, but that's projecting something that's going on inside of us. So we're seeing the inside on the outside being projected, the inside being projected on the screen on the outside. Like how it is.
This shit gets so deep, bro, and it's so multidimensional that we've been isolated in our own mind. Because all they got to do is control their mind, right? They control the collective consciousness, the collective psyche. When they control that, they can narrow your reality down to what they told you it is.
Yeah, until you start breaking out of it. The divine spark will break out of that anyway. It'll burn itself out of that. It's not the divine spark is at some point is going to become uncontainable in this reality.
Yeah, that's the Phoenix mythology. Because the Phoenix rise from the ashes. When your soul is activated, it cinders everything to ashes. All of reality is done. It's over with.
Yeah. Yeah, the illusion. No, the illusion, the afterthought of reality, the byproduct of reality.
Yeah, we know. I mean, that's what you know what I mean by what I mean. So reality.
Yeah.
Reality is what people have deemed reality is what we have been convinced is reality.
Yeah.
So, the construct. And the construct is all in our minds, though. This is what's so crazy about it. This is what keeps baffling me to this day. I figured this out years ago. And I keep reiterating it that we're in our minds right now. We're literally in our minds right now. Everything we looking at it as if are we in our minds and spirit right now, right? We are experiencing the energies of our multidimensional self interacting and being in a state of harmony where we attribute omnipresence to God, right? But we are omnipresent. That's approved. That's proved we gods because we're omnipresent. Because we exist simultaneously. We exist simultaneously in the spirit realm, in the psychic realm, and in the physical realm.
Yeah, of course.
Simultaneously, we exist in 3 realms. I mean, we
Well,
exist in more, but we know for sure we all exist in the physical realm, the psychic realm, and the spiritual realm. We know that for sure.
well, remember again, higher manus is the higher ego and the reincarnating ego, and so everything else trickles down from that. So higher manus is the only part of us that exists in real time.
But therein lies the multidimensional aspect of what I say we are.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
everything else is just a figment of something.
Yeah, it's like in a
fragmented.
prison.
Right.
It's like walking through a prism, and all of a sudden you see there's a whole bunch of holograms of you.
This is why when you put a mirror up against a mirror, you're going to see the multidimensional reality that is being the intelligence that's being expressed in your psyche, in your reality.
Mm-hmm.
You are multidimensional. It's being expressed, and you can tell when you put a mirror up against the mirror, you're going to see the multidimensional reality that you exist in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But see, Christianity and the church job is to shut that down through this monotheistic belief in one God, in one entity, and one entity only. No
Right.
multidimensional, not just, you just giving it all up to this one entity, this one deity, this one being. You just shut everything.
Yeah. Right.
And I talk to people, and they willingly allow that. They willingly accept that.
They don't
And
know, bro. They don't know. They don't know.
Well, no, I think it's a form of being spiritually lazy and not taking spiritual responsibility.
You're right, because the church makes everything so convenient. Just accept God as your Lord and Savior, asking for forgiveness anytime you fall, and you're going to heaven. Period. It's just simple shit. But it's not that cut and dry when you go into understanding, because all of those people are going to end up what happened to those people that remember in the part of the divine spawn, when they realized when they realized God wasn't what he cracked up to be. He wasn't merciful as y'all thought he was.
No, he was not. He was just
especially when his back was up against it, and it was look, the crazy thing about it is when his back was up against the wall, when his pride was in question, is when he said, I'm gonna make all of y'all die and for me to be at the top of this fight right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that's the clear sign that's a demiurge. And what are we talking about? Because you are God, so the whole concept of a demiurge is aspects of yourself that you have inconsistencies within yourself, and it manifests itself out into something that is testing your spirit. Testing your spirits is it one, because once you evolve and realize, damn, okay, all of these entities exist to give me a certain realization, right? To give me a certain understanding of myself.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah, personalities and energies.
Right. So, like when you look up the metaphysical meaning of demon, right? Mm-hmm. It literally means an error in thinking.
Oh, okay.
An error in thinking, yeah. It's a demon is an error in thinking, right? That literally, and I don't mean a logical error, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when you getting like these different. Okay, how could you explain it? Like when you are growing up, you're going to get all these different imprints in your head, these different impressions that stick with you through all your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those can manifest into demons if you don't confront them. This is what shadow work is about. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
They
They
turn into
manifest into demons. Huh?
our thought forms.
Yes. Yes. So that's what I'm trying
Uh-huh.
to explain. Cause like my people don't realize how the spirit world and the mental world work hand in hand. They work in balance with each other. So if you are mentally out of whack, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be spiritually out of whack. If you spiritually out of whack, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna mentally out of whack.
Yeah,
Because they work hand in hand.
actually, the mental world is the spiritual world. I mean, you have lower manas and you have higher manas. Higher manas is where the causal body is, which is the soul, and so, and then above that, you have the nirvanic realm and the Buddhic realm, and so, and those, I mean, uh, Atma, Atma, and so that's that's the energy you want to be drawing in. That's the high, that real pure spiritual energy.
Yeah, put it like this: when you on the spirit side, it's just your sense of being that is recognized. Recognized on the physical side, it's logic and reasoning and stuff. No, it's not. See, in the spirit realm, it's like, my sense of being, my sense of self, my sense, like it's just a sense. It's not necessarily a physical manifestation yet.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm. But
not
it can be. I mean, it
no, that's up to the end. That's up to the conscious state that's going through that particular experience, whether it's cosmic, whether it's mundane, whether it's cosmic or whether it's mundane.
it can, well, this energy can manipulate the material in that universe and use those elements to form a body. Easy.
I mean, of course, this is reach. As a matter of fact, you got to realize that I recognize there states we were in that was even higher than we ever been before, and we chose to come down a state or two.
No, no, we had to come down. We had to come down.
Yeah, we
This is
chose to.
our.
I mean, it's yeah, you're right. It's we had to, but
Mhm.
we also knew that we can actually benefit off of this fluctuation of the energies. You know what I'm saying? We can benefit off of it. So we
Yeah, well,
learned how it's like how I was explaining how prophecy is one of the ways that we've mastered that cycle. Prophecies.
yeah. Prophecy is understanding the cycles, and really,
But no, it's also mastering the cycle because once
yeah,
you what
yeah,
happens is you can
understanding
set
that.
stuff up. You can set
Mhm.
stuff up. You can set stuff up to facilitate the rise.
Yeah, because that means we had to have gone through that cycle before.
Right. Well,
It's all.
the thing is, it's like crazy because we already understand from coming out of higher manas into lower manas, right?
Hmm.
We understand what that literally means. We've understood it for years, for millenniums or even beyond. It said no time. You can't put a time period on this shit. So
Yeah, you really can't. No.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy because remember when I was the first question I asked when we start ciphering was what's the purpose, right? And the universe came back to me and said there is no purpose.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There is no purpose. Like there and there is no purpose, but then it's also because everything is in balance is the ultimate purpose at the same time.
There is no purpose other than to create the purpose.
Woo! That's deep. Because that's going back to what I just said. It's all about where the state. It's all about the state of mind. Oh my God, damn! I just figured it out. Because this is what we keep doing, right? We trying to catch ourselves right back into that state where we can that Atlantis state, right? Because it's not an easy. This is an art that we're doing this shit. This is a work of art, bro. How we can catch ourselves in a state of our evolution and be advanced and go from a primitive civilization to a way spiritually advanced civilization in snap of a finger and shit.
Yeah.
We mastering that right there. We mastering that. You know what I'm saying?
Where just because I mean, as our mind changes and evolves, the landscape around us changes as well.
Right. It inevitably, because like this is what people don't. When you're dealing with time space, in opposed to when you're dealing with time space, in opposed to outside of time space, you get lost. There's a delay. There's a slight delay to where it's not slight. It's not a slight. That shit is like when God blinks one time, a million years pass by.
on the physical plane.
Right. On the physical plane, yes.
Which is
you feel me?
Yeah, which is the afterthought.
Right. So that's, oh my God, this shit is deep, bro. What we're doing. This is a big experiment now. Oh my God, this is an experiment. And we've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah,
we're doing something where we're trying to catch ourselves in our evolution in like that loop of the evolution. We're trying to catch ourselves right when we evolve, so it can be instantaneously instead of opposed to, because it is happening instantaneously on another realm. It's not on this realm. On this realm, it appears like it happened over a million years, a millennium, and then that's what happened. But for the gods, no, that shit happened instantaneously.
But then in the afterthought realms, it takes so long to play out. It seemed like so many years.
Shamans and priests were at first commissioned by the elite to actually, you know what I'm saying, read what's going on in the quantum realm, what they call the quantum realm. We call it the ancestral realm and the beyond realms. The notes, what you call
the supernal. The supernal.
The supernal, yeah. I'm saying they got all these different names for it.
Different names for it. Yeah.
But when you are, because when your mind is developing, this is a mental development was what I'm speaking on. It's a mental development because your mind literally, it's not just your mind, your whole body basically is
part of the mind.
You're literally, it's a more, oh my God, because it becomes a macabre. It becomes, your body is a macabre. It's a physical, on the physical level, because if you look at the angles of it, it's the same angles of a macabre. Your body, your physical body. Get in the lotus position. Not the lotus position. Is it the lotus position when you meditate?
I don't.
Yeah, I think it's the lotus position, like this, like this. When you in that position, that's a macabre. That's a macabre, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to develop that macabre to the point where that is the ship they talking about, the spaceship. That's the spaceship they talking about.
Well, the mind is the macabre. The mind is the spaceship.
Right. I mean, the mind is the controller of it. Well, it's more like the mind and the emotions, because it goes by your own energy. It's going by if your energy is cultivated, it's going to activate for you. If your energy is not cultivated, it's not going to activate for you, because it's going off your emotional. It's going off your psychological and emotional disposition. Period. Your macabre is not going to work unless you balance yourself out.
All right. Okay. But you remember we was talking about the knower, the known, that which is known, and the knower, that which is known, and with how they're all the same.
The knower, okay, what was it again? It was
the knower and that which is known, and damn, it's man.
The wanderer, that was the one who figuring out to know.
No. It's being the knower, that which is known, and it was another one at the same time.
What's it called again?
Being, it has something to do with cognizant.
Right.
It was three.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it right now. Like,
yeah. We got to come back to that.
The unknown and the known, the knowing, the unknown and the known, the knowing, the unknown and the known.
Yeah.
Right, because those are states. That's the state of that development, is what I'm saying. It's the state of that development of being the unknown, the known, and the known, and the knower.
The knower, the known, and that which is known, and the unknown, or something like that. They're both this. They're all three the same.
Right. Like you said, like we already figured it out. Everything is nothing but primal energy right here. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is a singularity that we have been fooled by our demiurge. And again, the demiurge is being manifest from our inconsistencies.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's still some entities that are here that kind of fuck things up in this matrix.
They are manifestations of us again. There is nothing outside of us.
Yeah,
I'm talking about those who have the divine spark. Like there are, like I said, like there are automatons. We'll be surprised how many people are just really automatons.
Yeah, just
background. They do background.
Backdrops.
Yeah,
and
they do background.
Some of them are just counterfeit spirits, and the counterfeit spirits are vehicles of conscious, or physical vehicles that these archonic entities can walk into and operate through.
Yes. That's why they say our enemy, our battle was not of beings of flesh and blood, of principalities in higher places, right?
Yes.
Because These people are being channeled all the time, back and forth. This is when you see this weird shit going on amongst humanity. Like
Yeah,
I already spiritually diagnosed humanity as an ill spirit on it.
yeah, but see, it's not humanity that should be attacked. It's the energy that humanity is operating under that must be attacked spiritually.
I mean, when I say humanity, you're talking about the multidimensional aspect of, because humanity is just a byproduct of that multidimensional person, a multidimensional. That's part of the multidimensional reality. That's an alternate reality that exists in the physical realm. So this
Well,
is we saying the same shit. So
yeah,
we saying the same shit.
yeah, humanity is something we fall into at this stage of our soul's evolution, and then we'll evolve out of humanity into something else greater.
No doubt. I mean, we
Yeah,
saying the same thing.
yeah, we're saying yeah. Just like you said, this philosophy or this spiritual knowledge is being taught all over the world. Same story is being said everywhere, but just from different perspectives. But it's all the same. It's all our knowledge.
Right. And the application is really what differs.
Hmm.
The application is really what differs, because some people don't have all the tools in order to make make their rituals even effective or efficient or effective in any manner. Like they're
Well,
just go ahead.
it's the mind that makes it effective. But of course, yeah, there are certain things, symbols that you can use to help awaken the subconscious mind or to communicate to the subconscious mind because the subconscious mind understands these symbols and it speaks through symbols. And those symbols kind of like activate it. But
Right.
you can create, but see, what people don't understand, Bobby Hemmett pointed this out, the most powerful rituals are the ones you create out of your own mind. And the most powerful symbols are the symbols, not just the ones that are left already that were activated, but the ones that we create and activate too.
And go even further than that. Create your own cosmologies. Create your own gods. I created a whole cosmology called the Order Out of Chaos Beings.
Okay.
I
Yes.
created a whole cosmology. Like I wrote
Mhm.
a whole mythos, a whole
Yeah.
mythos.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
understand?
You can do that shit all the way back to the until we go back to the night of Brahma.
Right.
Yeah, the whole day side of Brahma. You can have something for every cycle during the day of Brahma. As from each spear, from the first, second, third, fourth, sixth, seventh spear. There's seven, it's seven spears. That magic number seven.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta this shit um, telling you where crypto's going. Check this out, man. The Fed now digital currency.
According to Payments Dive, FedNow will enable financial institutions of every size and in every community across America to provide safe and efficient instant payment services, Bowman said in a written transcript of the speech.
Oh, she didn't say how this shit's coming is expected to happen by May of next year.
See, but the thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, bro, it started. See, the thing, this is so crazy that things start off revolutionary and grassroots in its original intent, and then becomes exploitable, then people start compromising it, and this is what's happening right now. It becomes
But how
it originally started off as something to offset or
that's
make
what
sure
it
people
is.
are secure. And when the economy collapses, and when an economy collapses, that was the original intent. When an
That's what
economy
it
collapses,
is.
they will be able to be secure in the Bitcoin or the blockchain.
Hey, check this out, man. One of the persons that I heard that they expect that was behind the creation of this blockchain digital currency
Mhm.
was ex-Fed chairman of the Federal Reserve, Alan Greenspan, who specialized in digital banking currency. Okay? This is that Bitcoin was their baby. That was their way of getting us ready for this thing. And it was a good story, yeah. But they they controlled that thing 100%. And now it helped brought us closer to this next year.
I'm not rooting for none of it. I'm rooting for it to collapse, every last aspect of it. I'm rooting for humanity to suffer. I
Well,
ain't gonna lie.
but see, the thing is, it is
I'm
going to
rooting
collapse.
for humanity to suffer, bro. I'm gonna just be honest.
Well, but see,
That's the only
yeah,
way. That's
but
the
see,
only way
that's
we're gonna realize.
yeah, but see, here's the thing: humanity is going to suffer because the elite few wants that to happen. They want everything to collapse, so the elite few can, with the
Oh,
billions,
let me take that back. Let me take that back. I
can
want
come.
humanity to suffer worse than they have been suffering, because humanity's been suffering for a while now. So stop it. I mean, I wanted to get so dire to the point where people snap out of the bullshit and wake the fuck up. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Every change that ever happened out of some harsh realities, bro. Period.
Okay, but see where we're at right now. Okay, they want to collapse everything, even turn the rich into the middle class or poor. Okay, collapse everything and make it real cheap, and they go in there and buy the whole world up dirt cheap and rally it back up, and they own it all. And
Okay, so the only solution to that is that we, as a collective, connect the dots, get out of all this division, which they spend heavy amounts of energy and dollars on keeping us divided, so that we will never, ever figure these people out and actually prevent that from happening. So my thing is, I'm not into, because I already know what the leaders are doing. I've been knowing this for 20 years now. I'm like, what's the solution mostly? And I've already figured it out. The solution is very, very easy and simple if we was mature enough to actually just apply it and just think about the bigger picture. We just selfish. My conclusion: over 20 years of being a revolutionary, bro. I'm talking about a actual revolutionary in the trenches type shit, think, fighting for and working toward the effort of overthrowing or collapsing the said government and bringing forth a justified government. You know what I'm saying? I
well,
was active on that for 20
that's a
years.
noble
So
that's a
I was
noble
active
thing.
on that for 20 years. Let me
Hmm.
finish. I was active on that for 20 years, bro. And what
Hmm.
I've realized over 20 years of being active in that community is that
Hmm.
the people they love their slave master. The people want the slavery. They love slavery. They love slavery, bro. And when you come to them and say, "Let's get free," they don't want the responsibility and accountability to be of being free. They don't want it. They don't want that, bro. They don't want the accountability and responsibility of being free, bro. They don't want it. That's the mass majority of the people. They do not want the freedoms, and it's if you ask me, I don't think that's their true nature, their ultimate decision. They're just so caught up in their lower selves that they can't see beyond that. So there it is.
Well, okay. So, well, then that goes to what you said. Then they need to suffer to wait
They
to
going
snap
to,
out.
that's what I'm saying. They gonna have to
And
suffer to step out of it.
here it comes. It's coming.
It's
It's a
weird.
coming.
It mean that I think people have been suffering, bro. People have been suffering.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now, okay, but
People have been suffering. I think it's going to be a little bit more suffering to where it's going to be so obvious. It's going to be fucking stomach growling and ain't no sight of food. When it get to that level, bro, we going to either eat each other or we going to try to figure out, solve this problem with each other. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
no, yeah. Either we're gonna be reborn or aborted.
Bam. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a new birth or a stillbirth.
Mm-mm.
We gonna, yeah, we gonna
And
die
guess
in the
what?
war.
And guess what? My money ain't on humanity. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that
My
was
money is not on humanity. I'm gonna be
no.
honest.
Okay, then if I mean humanity is gonna that's fading away anyway. I mean, someone was asking me about, you know, my concepts being obsolete. I was saying, well, shit. In that case, fucking humanity is obsolete. Shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they could create a new fucking species any fucking day. They've done that before.
And replace us with them, and we will help them replace us with them.
Yes, we will
That's
go
how
along.
sick we are. That's how
Yeah,
sick we are. That's what's actually literally happening now.
yeah.
Politically, they are bringing in a whole new group of people and basically replacing us with them. And because the people who have been exposed to this bullshit for so long, they see through the bullshit. We've been exposed to this bullshit for so long that we fed the fuck up. So they got to bring some new people in.
They got to print something new.
Right. But yeah, we
Yeah,
got to go on and end this show, bro.
okay. All right.
I made sure we went in the full hour though, because we started off about 9, but we'll go to about 9:10. But you can get the last words in, so I want to get that hour at least.
Well, man, the last words is our victory, man, is getting out of this motherfucker. There ain't no victory here. There ain't no help. This shit is flawed. This shit, it began in a flaw and ends in a flaw. The divine spark did not come from the flaw. The divine spark came from the pleroma, the fullness. It's about getting back to the fullness. And if we can't have the fullness down here, then down here don't need to be.
Right. And I concur. And definitely agree. Humanity basically is really a hindrance to us,
soul.
to our soul evolving.
Higher manners.
Because at the end of the day, we've allowed that to pimp us.
To be our reality. Yeah.
We've allowed it to pimp us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now we are hoes to our lower selves. So there it is.
Yeah. I'm tired of being a hoe to my lower self.
Me too.
And it's hard as hell being free on the higher self. But hey, you know what? I'll pay that price. I'll pay that motherfucking price.
Right. To me, it's like it's a balance, bro. Once we balance these energies out, we
Yeah.
in control of the wheel, not everything outside of us influencing us and pulling us all each and every way and shit. You know what I'm
Tell me
saying?
about it. Yeah. Yeah. Um, man, yeah, we can control the flow of the things. I mean, it just, each one, no matter what you're going through, because a lot of us are going through being challenged, but when the days start, you got to sit down and do your chi and pull in that, sit in that lotus position and pull in, use your etheric body to pull in the energy that's around you, pull in all the energy that you need to be successful that day, and do it every day. And
Right.
you'll be successful every day you do this. You're going to have challenges. But you're going to be more powerful than the challenges.
Right.
And this is how we create the world that we want. This is what I'm doing to create get back and get myself, into the game. Better than I ever been, because I never did this. I never sat down and just being quiet and just pull in energy and make that energy work for me in this world, and look at this world as, this little tiny thing, and the energy in me, this big giant, even though the world
Right.
is really the giant and my soul is the little tiny thing. But this little tiny thing within that is an eternity that's more vast than everything we
Mustard
see
seed.
out there.
It's the mustard seed. The mustard
Yep.
seed.
Mustard seed. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So then on
So
that, you gotta end it, bro.
yeah, on that we can end, man. Yeah, 9:08. We can go. Shit, I gotta go pick up some wax. I bought some
Oh
last
yeah.
night, but I love that shit, man. I can't go without my wax.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, y'all. Every Saturday night we be doing this, discussing the spirit, discussing the unknown realms, the unknown realities. We discuss
And
this stuff,
using
man.
this, yeah, and using this
Not
energy.
only discussing, yeah, not only discuss it, learn how to apply it. So yeah. A lot
Yeah.
of techniques. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna go heavy on the next couple of shows is how to apply these sciences, man. Really heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
What like what I have been doing to apply it, because everybody, it's not no one standard way to do this shit. It's like you gotta really develop your own craft, your own way of doing things. So you know what I'm saying? So you won't be subject to somebody else's crafts, the craft.
yeah. Yeah. And
You know what I'm
as
saying?
each one does this, we can turn this motherfucker out. We can turn this motherfucker out.
Right.
Yeah, we can make it better. Just where each one of us at, we'll make it better.
Balance it out, man. Just balance it all out. That's all I'm. That's my objective.
I did that shit Tuesday with the weather. When that rain, I told them motherfucking gods, man, shit, if it rain on me, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. And it fucking rained on me on the way to work. But when I got off the train, I said, better not be no fucking water out there. And it was fucking blue skies, man. When I came home, there's no fucking rain.
Yeah, you gotta order.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, you gotta order them around, man, because they don't take you serious unless you take the throne, man. You gotta take the throne.
Yeah. Shit, when it was raining, I was cussing them motherfuckers out. They said, oh shit. I said, I'll come in the spirit world and get you bitches. Remember, we
See,
exist.
the thing, okay, the brother put a comment and said, I've been on the phone trying to explain to Kyrie to my family. The thing about it is it don't make sense. It's just control. The whole thing is control, and in that, right? The psyches of our minds is this false impression, this idea of ourselves that has nothing to do with actual reality. So when they do shit what they did to Kyrie, they basically try to put a like, oh look, this is where you at. We control your mindset. So they're putting that in there. You're like, we control your mind, and we're showing you we control you. We can put an incident out here that's unfair. That's totally unfair. We already see that as unfair, and that we all can be victimized from. And I want to say this right quick because it's been weighing on me. Of course, we don't get on this shit because that's like the after effects of the motherfucking spiritual realm. But you can see a lot on what's going on that level, on how they're how the thing about it is they're all the time trying to inhibit our spiritual development, because once we develop, it's over with, bro. They always trying to end. This is Kyrie incident is another example of trying to inhibit our spiritual development, bro. Period. And I'm gonna end it with that.
Okay. All right.